Haven't we come too far as human beings? Don't you think we need to take a step back? The things that are promoted in our society as things that are, good and great that we should strive for, like money, wealth, power, success, material items. These things aren't going to satisfy us as human beings. These things aren't going to, individually, momentarily, these things might, quell our desires. But in terms of society as a race, these things bring us down. Don't you think we need to take a step back? We're not even animals anymore. I had a conversation with someone and they said, we're not animals. I said, we are animals. They said, we're not animals, we're human beings. We're still animals, we still have desires, instincts. There's nothing that separates us from the animal kingdom except a tiny fraction of higher thinking, of self-awareness. But all animals are self-aware. The way that we live our lives now is it's unsustainable, it's unreal, there's nothing real about it. Travelling to work for 2.5 hours, you sit in the motorway and you see thousands of other people in their cars, all going to work, all sacrificing 40 hours of their week, sacrificing their whole lives, sacrificing 40 years of their, of their youth, of their prime. Just like get ahead, just to chase a little bit extra of money. You can picture like a perfect happiness, deeper satisfaction within human beings, and move towards that directly, move in a direct route from your life towards happiness. And is that direct route working, material items, surrounding yourself with luxury? Is that a direct route to happiness? I don't think it is. The way that we live, it's not sustainable. We can't carry on like this for another 1,000 years, human beings, along this path that we're on. We won't be left. There'll be nothing left if we carry on this path. If you've only got one garden, there's only so much you can plant in that one garden. There's only so many trees you can cut down for firewood in that one garden. You try and sustain it for as long as possible, replant, But that's what the earth is, it's just one big garden. And the resources that we've got in it, the wealth, not monetary wealth, but the wealth that the earth has, growth, animals, air that we breathe, fresh water, that's the real wealth that this planet, our garden has got. And if you keep on taking more than what is needed, using unsustainable methods to live our lives, and not even to live our lives, we're going above and beyond living our lives. We're taking way more than we need. We're taking more than we even want. It's unsustainable. And it's only going to lead us down one path. Human beings need to take a step back, to live within ourselves. We've come too far with just this everything instant gratification. People have got 10 pairs of shoes. People have got you don't need this. You don't need all that we've got to survive. It's an ecosystem. The whole planet is one giant ecosystem. And it's designed that each level of that ecosystem lives within its means, and it's a balance. If you upset that balance, as within any ecosystem, the balance will find a way. Eventually, in the long run, the balance will find a way to even itself up. And if there's too many human beings exhuming too much from the planet, eventually, the planet's going to fight back. The air is going to be unbreathable. The earth is going to be, we're not going to be able to grow anything, and then we're going to just turn all the land into arid lands. We're going to poison the water, we're going to poison the animals, we're going to poison the plants. There's going to be nothing left. And it's the responsibility of our governments. Our government's main aim, the people that rule us, the people we look up to for guidance, their main aim is growth, monetary growth, GDP, doing anything, sacrificing anything, your lives, your planet, your children, your environment. If only got one planet. That's their goal. By any means, they don't care what the side effects are. It's growth, short-term growth. Of what? We don't need to be growing all the time. Do we need growth? You know, I'll be happy to stay on the same level as long as that level is comfortable and certain. Then I'll be happy to stay there. I can't see what the need is to like be constantly living without us, you know, without, outside of our means. Everybody wants, the way we're living in the UK, that's not, you know, we've took this life at the expense of other people. We haven't built this ourselves. The people of the UK haven't built this country themselves. They've took it off from everywhere else, from the planet, from different cultures, from different races, from different, you know, countries. They've took all of that out and brought it to us, and that's how we're living this advanced life, you know, above and beyond. The majority of people on the planet, we live, you know, a more advanced life than them. But advanced in what sense? I think we need to look at ourselves as a species. Just, you know, the things that make us what we are. You know, sustainability. I mean, we want the human race to be around in 1,000 years, don't we? If we're going to live like this, then maybe we don't.